What's up, soil brothers and soil sisters? Hey, today we are in the garden because at Black's Tropical Homestead it is time to start our fall planting. All right, so we have five beds. All right, we got two that's ready to be used, completely empty, and we got a couple of them that got something in them, but we still could put more in them also. So we had a horrible year. Absolutely horrible year with tomatoes. Okay, so we got a little bit, not nearly as many as we was thinking we were gonna get. So we removed them. My wife planted some more varieties a little later in the season. So they're still looking good. We do have flowers on them, no fruit, and possibly won't get none. But we gonna try it. And if they don't, we're gonna pull them up and we're gonna go ahead and put down some more brassicas. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna show you what we got going on so far, and we're gonna show you what we're gonna put down. So here we go. All right, fam, so behind me we have our okra. Our okra is still kicking, it's still doing, it's still producing tons of okra. We harvesting them every day. Now it's not looking its best right now, but it's still producing. So until it stop, they stay. You know what I mean? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it ain't broken, we're gonna keep on doing it. So let's do it. All right, guys, so these are the tomatoes that my wife planted a little later in the season. Now, these are some more meaty varieties, but I do not know the names. They're not labeled, but I'm sure she knows what they are. So, you know, we hoping that we can actually get these to grow pretty good, and depending on how they do, we will probably use these next year as a crop. You know, the variety we chose to grow just didn't do that well for us. Now that could be, you know, our area, it could be our location, but you know, we think we're gonna try something a little different next year. So let's move on. All right, guys, so over here to the side next to our cayenne, we got some sweet peppers, green, red, and we got the chocolate bell pepper. You know, they pretty much on their last leg. They did pretty good for us this year. I got plenty of them cut up and frozen so I can use them throughout the winter, and hopefully by the time I run out we'll be growing more. So I am excited about that. But we do have some space back in the back where we can start some growing. All right, guys, so this is another one of the beds. All right, so this bed still has beans growing in it, the dragon tongue. My wife loves growing these. They are very good eating, and they're still doing well. So I don't see no need to bother until it stops. Okay, so we have beans all over this thing, and it continue to produce. So we're gonna continue to let it grow. All right, so we have some leftover onions from last year, which are not very big. I think I'm gonna remove them. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with this bed. I am gonna plant onions and I am gonna plant garlic, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be this bed. All right, guys, so this bed completely empty, ready to get planted. All right, if you remember this particular bed, this was all organic material and it was pretty full, but it's all been broken down. You can see how soft it is. We put all kind of organic material in here. Old leaves, grass clippings, a bunch of cut up bananas, and this bed was almost full. So it has broken all down. As you can see, it is nice and rich. This soil, I mean, it is excellent. So I'm expecting great things from this bed this year. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start putting us some brassicas down here, so we can go ahead and get started with this garden, with this bed, and we're gonna do some succession planting. So we're gonna go ahead and put this one down definitely today, and as time go on, we're gonna put more in different beds. And as the beds that got stuff already in them starts to dwindle, we'll go ahead and clean those beds out and put more in them. So hopefully we have a great harvest this year. All right, fam, so this is what we're gonna plant today. All right, we have some Georgia collards, some Bravo cabbage, and we have some broccoli. Now, we have 6 starts from each one of them. Now, I know my wife loves her some broccoli. 6 is enough for us to eat for a little while, but we want to store some of these so we don't have to buy them. Hopefully that will be the case. Hopefully we have such a good season that we'll be able to eat, store, and eat more of broccoli. All right, so that's going to be one of our goals. Greens we eat, but not a whole lot. Cabbage is something we love, so that's something we'll be consuming. But we're gonna go ahead and put these down, and then we're gonna decide what else we want to grow. Now, I know we do have some kale, the big head kale, the large kale growing up front. We started, but I'm not sure if we even eat kale, but we are gonna grow them. All right, so we're gonna find out if we eat them after we grow them. All right, fam, so this is gonna be one of our planters. All right, so if y'all saw that video when we were going, down south Florida, and I saw this humongous pot sitting on the side of the highway. Must have blown off the back of somebody's truck. I could not help myself. I had to come and get it, So we grabbed this humongous pot. We brought it home. We filled it up with organic soil, bunch of rabbit poop, bunch of chicken poop, and just a bunch of broke down leaves and stuff. And this is what we got. It's a pretty big pot. So we're gonna take and go ahead and use it as a planter for now and grow us some vegetables for this fall. What in the world is she doing? Anybody call you over here? We're not supposed to have you. You need to be gone somewhere. Get us some. All right, fam. So we're gonna go ahead and get us some holes started. All right, to put our starts in. All right, fam. So we have our holes dug. Now we're gonna put down a row of our Georgia collards, cabbage, and broccoli in this particular bed. And then we're gonna decide what we're gonna do with the rest of them. All right, fam. So we're gonna get the hole started for this bed. I decided to go ahead and put the kale in this particular bed. Alright, so depending on what the kale do and how we like it is going to determine whether or not it's going to be in the garden in the future. So we're going to use this year as a test year, and this is going to be the spot that we're going to test it. Alright fam, so these are the little starts that we have started from seeds, and we're going to put them in these 4 holes. So each tray got approximately 2 to 3 plants growing in it. I will let them all grow. I will pinch off the weaker of the plants and hopefully have some nice, strong, productive plants for the year for us to try. So here we go. Alright fam, so this is all that I'm planning on putting in the ground today, but I also have onions, garlic, and kohlrabi that I am planning on planting this fall. Alright, so this is plenty for me and my wife, a family of 2, to be sustainable. Alright, so what's going on with my sound? Well, I guess I was just saying, like, share, and subscribe, guys. Hit that bell so you'll be notified whenever we release more videos. I will keep you posted on what we got going on the homestead. Till the next time, guys. Peace.